Two hip kicks. Boom.
Boom.
Well, hello everybody. How you doing? Let me get to my comment section here. Woohoo! Welcome everybody to another edition of Finding Your Music Mojo with me, Dawn from Two Hip Chicks, and this guy over here.
Me, TC from TKR VideoCentral.
There you go.
Hello,
Here.
peeps.
Hello, peeps. Exactly.
Hello, all you happy people.
Oh, and my wife's here. Did somebody say boom? Yes. Yes, we said
Hi,
boom.
Mary.
How are you? Mary, you can settle something for TC. If he received a package, recently, does he need to bring a trolley down or a husky helper down to pick it up, or can he just go get it with his two hands? Inquiring minds. There you go. Because he's worried. Will he need a hernia belt?
To make sure.
A hernia belt or some lifting device. There you go. He's a little worried. I think she plans on trickling these things to you, TC, and not doing them all in one giant lump.
Yes, I hope so. Trickling is good.
Hey, Laura's here as well. Hello, Laura, dear. The big boom. Yes, I know. Boom. Welcome, Laura.
Okay, Mary, thank you. Thank you for the confirmation.
No, two hands.
They arrived right before I got home from work today, and I didn't have a chance to go get them before the show. So
yeah, so he asked me, and I'm like, truthfully, she put them together and mailed them for you, buddy. I got no clue. She didn't have a cart with her when she went, but I don't know. So yeah, you should be fine. Just doing it that way, hopefully. So hey, busy 2 weeks for both of us. So, but there have been some people that have passed this week. This week, is it just this week or is it last week and this week?
Last week so far, because this week is just today so far.
Well, oh yeah, good point. I meant in the 2 weeks since our last show, I guess is what I meant.
Those two and another one that I'm going to do later in Obscuria that most people won't know. So the other two will know though.
Well, the other two, in case you guys don't know who we're talking about, is Brian Williams is one from the Beach Boys. Brian Williams? Williams? George Benson? No, not George Benson. And the other one is Sly from Sly and the Family Stone.
Yep.
Yes. Now the third one, do you want to save it for
No, third one was Wayne Lewis. He was one of the members of Atlantic Star. Their principal songwriter and part-time singer.
Not Wilson.
No.
Anyway, so yeah, that's a lot of musical talent that will no longer be with us, unfortunately. Yeah, for sure. And I got some fond memories. I wasn't really a Beach Boys person, but I did love, and I still do love, Sly and the Family Stone. So
yeah, me too. I like both of them. I like early Beach Boys stuff more than the later stuff.
Yeah, so. I mean, there's a couple Beach Boys songs I really like, and it's kind of just like burned into my psyche from either movies I loved or whatever that, it's there. So, but I wasn't a big I didn't buy a lot of Beach Boys records or anything. As you know, I kind of lean more towards the R&B, Motown sound or
R&B and progressive for you.
Yeah, so that's.
I don't have many Beach Boys either. I have a few singles plus all the ones I've gotten and all the packages I've gotten from you.
Yeah.
But the only thing I have on album is Endless Summer, and I have the album and the CD of that. That's all I need. I don't need anything else.
Truly. Yeah. I mean, a lot of those were on the Animal Sound soundtrack, or album, if I remember right. So, and I did have a copy of that once, but the Endless Summer was the one that I had first. So, and that was mostly because I DJ'd and I had to have that album because, good God. You didn't have that album. You didn't have anything Beach Boys, really.
Do you know what the Beach Boys' biggest selling hit was?
Give me a minute. No, but I have a feeling I know which one it was. But I don't know for sure, so you got to tell me if I'm right or not.
Take a guess.
I think it might be Wouldn't It Be Nice, but isn't that what it's called? That's the lyric anyway.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But the other one I'm thinking of is what's the song that they play in Love Actually, and I can't remember what it is. My wife would know. I can't remember the title of it. Which one was it? Go ahead.
Their biggest selling single was Good Vibrations.
Really?
Yeah. With Kokomo, a distant
Kokomo
second.
was a hot second?
So you have the Beach Boys at their best and their absolute worst.
Well, the Kokomo song is kind of fun.
I can't stand that song.
It's
never
fun.
could.
And anybody who lives in Indiana probably has heard it to death.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah. I have some fond memories of Kokomo.
But you're right about Sly Stone. So Sly and the Family Stone, their album, the greatest hits album, there's nothing bad on it. And it's everything, you know, they just didn't do bad music when they were in that period.
Yeah.
Before he got completely lost in drugs and alcohol and everything, like Brian Wilson did too. So
yeah.
But they were just like, Thank You and Everyday People and you know, everything they did was just awesome.
It was amazing. I agree. Well, yeah, and drugs do take a lot of talent from us. Let's be real. Drugs in excess. Whitney Houston, comes to mind, and a few others. So yeah, it's a shame, but he was pretty. I mean, what was his age? Do you remember? I mean, he overcame that. Yeah.
They were both 82.
Yeah, I mean, they overcame those trials. I get that, but it didn't help.
Brian would have been 83 on Friday if he'd lived.
Cut their careers short anyway, but it does not diminish what they did and how talented they were. So
no, not at all.
Mary says, "Hey, I like Kokomo."
Well, that's you. You go right ahead. That's fine with me. Kim likes it too. I'm not a big fan.
I know, but she doesn't like.
What I really like from them in the later period was their awesome cover of California Dreamin'. Came out in 86, I think, 84 or 86. It was terrific. I loved their version of that.
They did a good job on that. I still like, the Mamas and the Papas version the best.
Okay. Yes. Mary, you are so right.
Oh, he is. Yeah. Yep. Better living through
nuclear bombs ever take out the world. There are going to be two things left: cockroaches and Keith Richards.
That's right. He will go on forever. Better living through chemistry. All I can think of is Fallout and the fact that he probably would be the guy in the cowboy hat, just because he'll be around forever. He'll be a ghoul is what he'll be, and that's not a mean thing. I'm not being mean, but if you know anything about Fallout, the ghouls last forever, right? Because of their chemical cocktail that they had to partake in.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, for sure, Keith Richards, he goes on forever. He really does. Oh, she blew something out of my head. I was going to say, but now it's gone. Gone like the wind.
Oh, sorry.
No, it was Mary's fault. I'm blaming my wife. No, I'm always blaming my wife for things.
Okay.
You're good. You're good. I think it was something to do with the Beach Boys, but now I can't remember. Anyway, so you got your calendar, your slot of shows back up and running, right? Mostly.
Some of them, yeah. I got about half of them going, and everything else should be back this week or next week. Now that as I was telling you, when I came and set up for this, all of a sudden all my cameras started working.
Magic.
Because I have not been able to get the Brio to work at all, and the Osmot's not hooked up.
It's magic.
So if the Brio is going to continue to work, then yes, I may actually get things up and running for the most part by the end of the week, but it'll be next week for sure.
So what happened? You sacrificed a small farm animal? I don't know, some blood ritual that we need to know about, or I mean,
Could be. I don't know.
I'm telling you, man, you have gremlins in your machine.
My machine has been a pain ever since I bought it. I was told it was perfect for what I would use it for, and it never has been. So,
Mm-hmm.
and I've spent more on this computer than I've ever paid for a computer before. So,
What brand is this again, by the way?
it's an Acer
Yeah.
Lenovo.
Damn. I don't know. I don't know. I don't have an Acer. I haven't had an Acer for a long time.
No, but you build your own mostly. So there
Yeah.
you go.
Once I got away from the laptops and things, but yours is a desktop, yeah. I mean, it's not a laptop.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a
Is it a
desktop.
small profile one?
It's a gaming computer. So
There you go. I don't know. There are some computers that will conflict with some things. Motherboards don't like processors, don't like certain memory, don't like certain graphics cards. They do
this
have that
doesn't like
issue.
any additional cards because the slots aren't set up right.
That's your motherboard's problem, I think.
Yeah, it is.
You might just try getting a different motherboard with use the same processor and all the other stuff, and just get a different motherboard. And you may not have an issue.
Do that. And I don't want to pay somebody to do that.
I'll walk you through it, buddy.
Oh, it's okay.
Get on Kim's laptop, get a camera set up. We'll sit and we'll StreamYard this whole process. It'll be great. The only other thing I was going to tell you was to possibly check your BIOS and make sure it's up to date.
Yeah, I should do that. I haven't done that yet, but it seems to be okay every time I do the weekly check. It says it's fine. So
that might be where your conflicts are or where your issues are. Just that you haven't had the latest BIOS update, which can happen.
Okay.
Can happen.
Yep.
So your shows are all up and good.
Yeah. So for the most part.
For the most part, I've seen a few things.
I got the 3 new ones up last week, which was cool.
I know. And actually, please, I forgot to give Mary the link to your Monday. What's it called again? Your Monday. Aren't you doing it on Monday? Or no, what day are you doing this?
Wednesday.
Okay.
Celestial Journeys.
Thank you, Celestial Journeys. I told her, well, I put in the chat, I put in the comments, Mary will love this, and she will. So drop a link for it so she can go find it, because she needs this. Especially with all the stuff going on at our house. She needs this badly. Badly.
Let me get over there and we'll pull that up and we'll make sure she gets it up there and everybody else can check it out too. There it is.
Don's upstairs. I'm not used to seeing you in the purple room. I know. We haven't been downstairs for a couple weeks at least now, right? I think at least 3 weeks now. We've been up here for shows and stuff because we had to reroute the router and everything as far as the basement being now totally the purview of the estate sale people. Hopefully. There you go. Yeah, check that out, guys. Especially if you like kind of what are you calling that? I know there's some smooth jazz in there.
I found out actually I was doing some research today.
Yeah.
And a lot of the acts that are classed as new age actually don't like to be called new age.
Don't call me that.
They don't. So it is contemporary pop instrumental, smooth jazz, and a few light vocals. It's designed to help you have to get rid of your stress and to just let you relax throughout the week.
There you go. So it's a stress reliever. Yeah,
it's a hump day stress reliever.
I didn't know if you knew that we had actually finally hooked everything up or not. I didn't see her Sunday because I wasn't feeling good. So I didn't have a chance to talk to her. But yes, the purple room. I'm in the purple room. I'm in Mom's old bedroom. Which we will try to get a little more acoustically pleasing in the near future once we get a bed in here and some other things. So I did Greg's not in the chat, but our buddy Greg, No Money G, sent me a bunch of a while ago, like years ago, I think. Now, considering it's been that long, sent me a bunch of stuff he remixes and mashups and stuff he did when he was stuck in a house somewhere for a while because he DJ'd, and he put in the chat. He put in the video when I posted it. He put up what software he used, and he did mixes. And he did DJ, like mashups and combos and all this stuff. And so I started posting those. So guys, go check that out. TC has yet to check it out, but I'm glad Greg didn't poo-poo it. But it was his stuff. But I give him full credit. The only thing I'm going to bump into with those again is copyright issues with YouTube. I put 2 different ones up, and one didn't fly, and the other one did. What was that?
Copyright issues.
Yeah, exactly. But one didn't fly, and the other one did. And the first one actually didn't fly. And so I'm like, okay, I'll upload a different one. And that one didn't fly either. And I'm like, what the hell? And then I go back to the first one, and then they decided it was fine. YouTube.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't understand them. They're crazy.
I know.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah. Nah, you're not stressed.
You will find that mashups are easier to get through because they are transformative. And so that falls under fair use. But
well, they didn't like the other one.
They still don't. Yeah, they don't like some of them. So
and I put my little disclaimer in there, like, all these were done with, physical copies that were purchased and blah 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 blah, and still they don't like that. So yeah, we'll make it work.
May I inquire as to what songs were mixed that did not clear?
Yes, you may. Just a moment, and I will pull it up. In my hot little hand, I have.
Because I will bet you it's either the label or a particular artist, and we'll see.
So he did one that contained Earth, Wind, and Fire, CIARA, and I'm not sure how you're pronouncing that one. Syria, featuring Justin Timberlake. So Earth, Wind, and Fire and Justin Timberlake, Syria, doing the name of it is Let's Base This Groove. So the Magic Groove. So it was probably a combination of those songs.
Yeah.
And they didn't like it. They
No.
didn't like it at all. But I really enjoyed the way he mixed stuff, so I'm going to keep doing it just for shits and giggles.
I don't have any problems with Earth, Wind, and Fire, so it must be either Kiara or Timberlake.
It could be. But then again, at first I thought they had an issue with Bruno Mars, but then they turned it around and said, oh, no, you just Russia and Belarus have a problem with it. And you know what that's
like. Yeah, that's the usual.
Yeah,
I actually had to make a change on AM 70s this week.
Oh.
That I didn't expect to. Because everything cleared except for the Schoolhouse Rock song, which was blocked in Canada for some reason. And I had to go in and take that out, and it messed up the whole back end of the show. And so it sounds really weird in the back hour this week.
Okay, so what song was the Schoolhouse Rock one that they didn't like?
I Got 6 by Grady Tate. And Grady Tate maybe have something on it for Canada. He might be Canadian and they block it. I don't know. But that was, I've not had any problems with those at all up to this point. So that was a surprise.
Because I love those. Those are great.
I've learned what not to try over the years. I don't do anything to do with the Eagles. I am careful about Foreigner because sometimes they'll clear and sometimes they won't.
Okay.
Gordon Lightfoot gets blocked worldwide for certain songs and not at all for others. They won't let you play Sundown. They won't let you play Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. They won't let you play Rainy Day People. Others are blocked worldwide. Everything else usually gets through. Seasons in the Sun usually gets blocked.
Terry Jacks?
Yeah.
Seasons in the Sun? Really?
Yep. And Brandy, You're a Fine Girl by Looking Glass also usually gets blocked. So I've just gotten to the point where if it's on one of the countdowns, I just automatically drop in my generic music and put the copyright blocked sticker up and let it go through that way because it's just easier and I've had bad experience with it. So.
Oh my God. Let me find something. Hold on. Carry the show for me for a minute.
Hey, I see Widget in the background. Widget, come say hi.
Widgie.
Hey, Widget, come say hi.
Widgie. Oh, hi, baby. Hi. I'm over here. Hi, come here. Come here. I can pet her, but you can't see her down here.
Yeah.
You were talking about somebody, and now I have to find it if I can find it. Mary and I were discussing something, and of course I have a ton of records that we're going through to make sure we have enough for for the sale and stuff.
Now, are those your personal collection you're looking through?
No, this is not. This is ones that she found, while she was looking through stuff. I'm trying to find the Gordon Lightfoot.
Yeah, Laura, it's really weird, the number of different weird things, because the thing that bothers me about copyright infringement, I'm not infringing anything. I'm trying to promote the records.
We're not infringing.
I don't want to make money off of that.
No.
I want the artist to get their cut. I want the label to get their cut. I don't mind if they want to grab it and put ads on it. That's fine.
Please do.
But damn it, let me be able to do memberships and super chats, which they will not let me do because I'm infringing. They let me put my store up.
I don't think that's fair either.
It's just weird. It's just stupid.
It's wild, TC. Yeah. The Gordon Lightfoot maybe it got sent to you. I don't know. Mary can tell better than I can. I thought I had it around here somewhere, but now I can't find it. We were surprised because he kind of started out a little more country.
Yeah.
And I was like, holy shit, that's Gordon Lightfoot? Anyway. Yeah, anyway, I'll find it. I'll probably send it to you because you got to have that. I don't see any stinking infringement. I know, right? They're YouTube. It's its own thing. It's its own thing, Laura.
Well, they have to do something so they don't get sued into oblivion by the labels. So they do it that way.
True. They try to walk that line. But
yeah.
There's such a thing as revenue.
They do it better than Twitch does.
Really?
Mary, you're supposed to memorize every last single you send to my. There's no way I can quiz you on it when I get them.
Every single one.
Every single.
I know she had some in there that you might have to look up or track down, more mystery.
Oh, I don't have a problem with that. That's always, except for when I can't find anything.
Oh, honey. Yeah. Oh, honey. Exactly right.
You forgot the bless your heart at the end, Mary.
Yeah. But they do revenue sharing too. I haven't
looked into that or licensing yet. I just haven't had the time. I'm going to do that, but we'll see.
Because I will put up the 45 plays that I do every week, and they'll be like, Belarus and Russia, blah, 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 right? Or you can't monetize it at all. And then one will come up and say, it is open for revenue sharing. And I'm like, wow. Interesting.
Yeah. And it's always the weirdest of songs.
The little ones, the memories ones I've been putting up separately?
Mm.
Those are the ones. I'll pull the clip out and I'll put it up as a memories, and I'll be damned. They will let me revenue share with those, which blows me away.
Yeah, that's cool.
We're talking, I've made 3 cents so far, but damn it, it's 3 cents.
Hey, yeah. It'll add up to a $5 paycheck in about 5 years.
In a 5-year period, yeah. I don't know what. Ringle, welcome. Looking for my Music Mojo. Any idea where I can get some help with that? I think TC can give you an assist with that. Maybe me too.
What?
How's
it going, Randy? What? Nice to see you. Thanks for coming.
Glad you're not looking for the marbles you lost. We don't have any extra ones. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's weird. This week has just been a free for all today.
But yeah, so topics. Anybody want to talk about anything? Because we really are just spitballing it tonight.
Yeah,
there's just
between my work and her work with getting things packed, we didn't have time to sit down and really whack out a topic.
Nope.
So.
We have no topic, but we have both determined that we can small talk the heck out of an hour. Sad, all my marbles are gone forever. Oh, I'm sorry.
I know.
Man.
I feel the same way. Mine were gone years ago.
Yeah, gone. If anybody finds them, please let me know. They were great marbles. I love them. So yeah, it's interesting. So, in case you guys don't know, I'm sure some of you do and some of you don't. Mary and I are moving to Costa Rica. We are packing up everything we own that we want to take with us. Everything we don't want to take with us, old inventory, extra records, etc., is being gone through by the estate sale company. And then every once in a while, they pull up something and you go, oh shit, I needed that. I'll take that. Thank you very much. So yeah, and I found, like I said today, I told TC, I found more records that I didn't realize I had. They were up on a shelf, way up high. As I pull the box down, I'm like, what the hell? So yeah.
You didn't realize you had
more records. I know, right? Is that crazy? How did that happen? I don't know.
Blasphemous. That's what that is.
I didn't realize it was like a stack. Oh, well, these are the ones that I didn't realize I had. Here you go. Want to know what they are? Mac the Knife.
Ooh.
Bobby Darin. And it says it's VG Plus, so that's cool. Other records I didn't realize I had. I probably knew I had them, but I didn't realize they were up there because I
put them up there and forgot about it.
And forgot about them.
They just sat up there, right?
What Does It Take to Win Your Love? Jay Walker and the All Stars.
Okay. Soul,
right? It's in VG condition, 1969. Here's one, the Mala label. I love this label because it's basically they print the label on. It's actually printed on styrene. This is Cry Like a Baby, the box tops from 1968.
Cool.
So,
Don, you're going to have to tell us what model is. I don't know what that is.
What is model? Yeah. That one's interesting. Hey, Don.
You have me curious, my friend.
One adds Honeycomb.
Ooh, there's a good one.
That's a good one. Notice they say keep on there. They do say keep. VG, 1971. Now the reason I probably had these kept is because a lot of them are funk soul. Bobby Caldwell, What You Won't Do for Love. I love that label.
Yeah.
Whoa, what is it? Gloria label?
Clouds.
Cloud. Thank you. 1978, Tim Glauds. Tim. Jesus. Trademark Glauds. Thank you. Yeah, this is number 11 is the record number. So they didn't do a lot, did they? Number 11. Show and Tell, Al Wilson.
Good song.
Little
Randy
River
says
Band.
Cry Like a Baby is one of his jukebox playlist singles.
I know, right? Love that song. Little River Band, The Night Owls. Even a Devo, Whip It. Hey, TC, you reminded me that I sat down with the K-Tel album and we go like, what year did this come out? And you could pull it out of your hat.
Yeah.
All right, let's try it with these.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
This one I might have. This is a reissue, so you're going to have to tell me.
Okay.
The Firm, it's on a Atlantic Oldies label. The Firm doing Radioactive. You remember
84.
that song? Pretty close, 85. Not bad. Genesis, Mama.
Ooh, that's a mid-80s. I'm not sure what year. 84, 85?
83.
83, okay.
I hate YouTube. I typed just a game I play, but YouTube didn't like that. Really? Game of play. Okay, so that's a game. Once I get settled in Costa Rica and I have nothing to do but twiddle my thumbs and look at sauce, I will play a game. But I haven't been able to take the time to play a game in a long time. I've found this with Picture Sleeve. This is Don't Give Up, Kate Bush and Peter Gabriel. Do you have a date, sir? Don't Give Up.
No, I think that's 84.
86.
86.
You're better with K-Tel, but that's okay. These are hard.
That's because a lot of these don't have a lot of these, so.
Well, if I'm getting rid of them, I'll remember you, sir. Foxy, Get Off. And this is a promo.
78.
Yeah, did you see it on the label? No, you did not. 78 is absolutely
I
correct.
have, Don, I have all of Foxy's albums. They're a disco band.
Of course. What am I, crazy?
It's Ishla Desma, who I absolutely I love the guy. He did Foxy, he did Oxo, he's
Yep.
done solo stuff. He is awesome.
I agree. I agree. I agree. Randy says, love 45. Me too. And when I find the ones I don't know I have, I love them even more. ELO, It's Over. And this is a promo.
I'm not sure what year that came out. I never got the single of that.
It says it's 77, but then they put in 78. So it might not have been released in America. No, it says 77 on the record. But it might have charted in 78.
So it was probably a 78 single from the 77 album.
Yeah. Alan Parsons Project, Eye in the Sky.
82.
He's killing me. You're killing me, sir. Wait a minute. But wait, there's more. Here is a single.
There's more.
Oh, wait, there's more. Here is a Carpenter single. It is a promo. So it has on mono on one side and stereo on the other. We have Sweet, Sweet Smile.
Late 77, early 1978.
Yep. Isn't that great? I don't have many, but I do have that one. Aha, here you go. I have an Elvis.
All Shook Up. I think that was 1960, wasn't it?
Uh-huh. Actually, 57, and this is a reissue
earlier,
from
okay.
77.
Okay.
Go figure. Go figure. The
hell of a picture sleeve for a reissue.
I know. Oh, honey, they were making money on Elvis all over the place.
Yeah, they were, especially if it came out after August.
Yep, exactly. Which is probably why, because it's a limited edition collector series. It is pressed in mono.
Oh,
So they took it right back to the original pressing. Okay. Let me put this in here so I don't get them confused. Bangles Less Than Zero from the I'm sorry, Less Than Zero was a movie. Hazy Shade of Winter was the song.
87.
Damn good. Yes. Damn, buddy. I would never be able to do that. He's amazing. I know, Laura. He's absolutely amazing.
I'm just a chart nerd. I know the chart stuff.
You know more than I do. I can name that tune in a couple notes. I can do that. But
so can Kim. Kim drives me crazy because when we do the quizzes on YouTube where they're playing songs, it won't even start to play and she'll have it out. And I'm like, I have to hear the 5 seconds or so before I know what it is.
Yeah. So that's where my stuff lies. I know. But hey, you and me on a team, buddy. We're making
Patrick.
it. Woo.
Yeah.
Patrick.
Welcome.
Why, yes, hello, Patrick Murphy. Thank you for coming in, sir. All right. Fifth Dimension. Stone Soul Picnic.
69?
68.
Close.
Very close.
I don't know their stuff date-wise from the early days until they got on Bell. When they're on Bell, I can tell you what it is probably, but the earlier stuff.
Yeah, because that was on the Soul City or whatever.
Yeah, that was right before they merged everything into Bell. So.
Yep. Do you remember Stargard?
Yes.
Okay. This is the theme song from Which Way Is Up, right? On MCA. So we have that one. And if it'll focus, there we go.
That would have been either 76 or 77. I don't know which, I think.
77. You're killing me, Smalls. Good job. Okay. All right, Aretha Franklin. This one may be harder because, number one, you might not necessarily be into her. And number two, this was not a big hit for her. Well, it might have been a pretty good hit. You tell me. You're the chart guy. Seesaw, Aretha Franklin. And, of course, it's on
probably bigger on the R&B chart because I don't know that title. But given the label and switching around, I'd probably say 70, 71.
68.
Okay.
Not bad.
Earlier than I thought.
No, that's okay. Okay, We 5. Do you remember them?
Yes.
In the 60s, they were on A&M. You Were on My Mind is the song.
That was either 67 or 68, if I'm not mistaken.
65, it says here.
Ooh, that's earlier than I thought. Okay.
Yeah.
See, 60s I'm not real good at. 70s and 80s I'm fair at, so.
Well, and some of them are not, Sandlot. Yeah, exactly. That's a playlist I've created where I make videos that feature multiple versions of one song by various artists. That's cool. I like that. That's a very cool idea.
Dude, that's cool.
That is a cool idea. You put that up on YouTube. I love that idea. Okay, so this is, you know who Vanity Fair is. On the
Vanity
Page One
Fair?
record label. I know, and I don't remember.
Oh, yeah, Hitching a Ride.
Yeah, they did that. And they also did something called Early in the Morning. And I'm not sure where that fell in the charts, but I do remember it.
I remember the song. Probably 70 or 71.
69, but you're close.
So it was before Hitching a Ride, which was 1970. Okay. All right.
Yep, you're cool. The Happenings. You ready for this one?
The Happenings.
On the BT Puppy Records label.
Oh, for Pete's sake, I won't know that one. I guarantee you. Okay, go ahead.
You might because it's I Got Rhythm.
67.
Shut the front door.
Oh, is it? I didn't even see that.
No, I purposely put it up there so you couldn't see it, but you got it.
Guessed. That was a guess.
That was amazing. See,
hey, Michael, welcome.
Hey,
Dawn's quizzing me on years of her singles. This is fun.
He's doing a great job. He's doing a great job. I could pull more if you'd like. It's not a problem. Those are the ones I just found that I forgot I had.
Yeah.
But yeah, TC's gift is to know the damn date, which is amazing to me. I'm lucky if I remember, when I was born, much less when the record and song came out. So, not bad at all. How is our favorite? Yeah, exactly. How is our favorite angry otter? Angriest otter. Blah, 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 blah. So yeah. So is there money in that skill, TC?
No, unfortunately.
Game shows.
Yeah, Kim said if we ever had tag team Jeopardy, we could do it. I'm like, well, they do this pop culture Jeopardy now on Amazon Prime, but I don't know if we'd go that far. But yeah, the thing with me is I'm better at 70s, 80s, and 90s than I am at 50s and 60s. I can usually do song and artist on those, but not the year. Kim is even better at that because her mom used to have a whole collection of those old 45s, and she used to play them all the time. So she knows 50s and 60s stuff a little bit better than I do.
Yeah, I'm more into the music than the date. My life blurs together anyway. I've been alive a long time, and yeah, my years blur together. What can I say?
Yeah.
For sure. For sure. So, chat, anything you guys want to talk about? We're just spitballing tonight. Just an open chat about music and stuff. What's up with you guys?
It's an open forum.
I love the fact that Randall does the playlist of artists who do the same, covers of different songs. Same songs.
That is so cool because I love that when I've done private stuff. Like I'm actually going to do one of those for Roger Nichols, who passed away a couple weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
He was Paul Williams' primary songwriting partner.
Oh wow.
And so I pulled together about 10 different versions of I Won't Last a Day Without You to put together. I just haven't had time to mix it. Hopefully I'll get it done this week.
Oh, that'd be cool. Patrick seems to be rubbing it in here pretty damn hard.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know you did, Patrick. It was very nice. Thank you very much for that wonderful photograph. I appreciate it. Would you like to see all the record collection that I have around here?
Yeah, truly. Yes, for those of you who don't know, Patrick came to visit us. Patrick came to visit us and saw the record stash and instantly decided to post a picture to TC privately and let him know exactly where he was and caused great salt in the wound, I guess. I don't know. Damn.
Patrick thinks he's trolling, but actually he's not. I don't mind at all that you guys get together. I'd love to get out there before you move, but I don't think it's going to happen. But
I know. Well, we'll try to, make it up to
Unless
you.
I have the rich uncle die and leave me like enough money to go and spend a couple of days in a hotel out there. Well, it probably ain't gonna happen. But
Yeah. Well, the bed's coming down, so you could sleep in the air mattress, but not after tomorrow. So there you go. They've already told us we need to move the bed out of there. And so anybody needs a king size mattress. No, I'm just kidding. It's going in the trash. We're not going to try to sell a used mattress. Noted it was only my
unlike
idea.
some other people we've seen at estate sale bingo.
Exactly.
Oh
Ugh.
God, some of the stuff that they've tried to move at some of those.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, you could just spend the money to buy jars full of dust at some of them.
Oh, hey, good point, Michael. TC, just a good excuse to vacation in Costa Rica.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Been
I mean,
thinking about that already.
if you're going to jump on a plane, you might as well jump on a plane and go to Costa Rica. What's Ranches? I guess at my house have to depend on an air mattress, but it's pretty cool. Well, it was. Patrick can attest to the comfort of the air mattress, but yeah, it's going to be fun because starting tomorrow, we take it on the mattress in the bed, and then we are on an air mattress for the duration of the stay here.
Now, is this air mattress just a double?
No, it is a queen size air mattress, and it has a headboard.
Okay, so that's not so bad then. You guys won't have that much trouble. You just have to get used to it.
Yeah, it's got a headboard built into it, which is kind of interesting.
Oh, Laura, you're sweet. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's very nice of you.
Share a spare room. Aw. There you go. I mean, once we have the sale over with, we'll have more room in the house for sure, but holy crap. The headboard made the difference? Okay, good to know. Mary?
Yeah, once the sale's over, you'll be walking through the house and echoing and going like, what the hell? Where's the echo coming from?
There will be a lot of echo in this house. Maybe not in this room, but this house there will be a lot of echo in. For sure. Yeah, it has a headboard. It inflates with the mattress. It's got the air mattress Mary picked up on Amazon, I think, and she got it on Amazon. It has a built-in fan and it inflates. It'll also deflate itself, and the damn thing has a headboard that at the very end of it that pops up and blows up with the mattress. It's amazing. So, not a queen size air mattress. Yeah, exactly. With
that sounds like a very good inflatable bed. Sounds good.
Okay, Michael, that's a story that I'd love to hear more about. Maybe. Oh my God. No more stayovers. It's time to get an air mattress, buddy. Or a cheap couch. Damn. Do not let your... yeah, poor TC is dying over there.
Michael, don't let your drunk friends sleep on the old couch.
Yeah.
Or get plastic. At least you can wipe it off if you have a leather couch.
Yeah, but still. I would get plastic. I would say, oh, you're staying again tonight? Here's a rubber sheet. Yeah. That is yucky. Yeah. Poor Michael. God. Maybe we need to reconsider your friends, Michael. That's terrible, and I'm sorry that happened.
Michael, did you stay safe during the crap that happened in San Antonio with the flash flooding and stuff?
Oh, yeah.
I know you had brought it up that there were some stuff going on, but were you out of the danger zone?
That was freaky. There was a lot of rain.
Weather nerd here, figuring.
Yeah, no, there was a ton of rain, and it caused some nasty floods.
I have an aunt that lives somewhere in San Antonio, and Kim has an aunt that lives somewhere in San Antonio, and it's like, okay.
Okay, wait a minute. It wasn't the first time? Good God. Yeah. Not cool, man. Not cool. Neither the rain or flooding wasn't too bad. Well, that's good. Yeah, I saw some video of that flooding, and I'm like, holy shit. That's a lot of water. That is a lot of water.
Yeah.
So what other music-related topics do you in the chat want to talk about? As the chat, please tell us. We would love to hear it. Also, we're fishing for topics for next show, unless TC has something in mind.
Not off the top of my head, no.
Okay.
I know what we could discuss is the Transformers the movie soundtrack.
Ooh, good one. I forgot about that. Sure, we could. In fact, Patrick helped me listen to some music while he was here. He pulled it out of his car, he put it in the CD player, and he played me the first part of it. So there you go. Yeah, Patrick, what would you think of that? I have heard exactly. I've heard the opening track. Please chime in, Patrick. Come and discuss the Transformers soundtrack. He got to it before you did, dude. So there you go. Monkeys, real band, or studio creation discuss. Good one. Monkeys, for sure, were a studio creation that turned into a real band.
Yeah.
Not like the Partridge Family. That was a studio creation.
Yeah.
But yes. And the Brady Bunch, we don't want to go there. Yeah. I mean,
and the Brady Bunch was just a studio creation that shouldn't have been a studio creation. I loved it when I was a kid, and I still think it's kind of cool. But I noticed that everything I've tried to play on the EM70s is ending up in that trying to forget category.
Yeah, like Time to Change, that one.
I haven't done that one yet. That's coming up.
Oh, for sure. What was it? 90210 spinoff that had chart hit The Heights.
The Heights.
Yeah. Yep.
How Do You Talk to an Angel? I don't think it was a spinoff of 90210. It was just on Fox.
Yeah.
But some of the same people that had been on there were on that show.
Hi, Janet. How you doing, buddy? We're talking music and just spitballing tonight. Just kind of talking whatever. Hey, how you doing? Welcome in and thank you for coming in. Yeah, how do you talk to an angel? That's my question.
Oh,
the Archies. How about the Archies?
Archies was basically Ron Dante.
Mm-hmm.
He did all the vocals. He actually plays all the characters, the male characters, in the video they did for Sugar Sugar.
Are you kidding me?
And
damn.
I mean, it was made in the 80s, but it was still he did all the vocals for all that stuff, and he did backing vocals and lead vocals, and of course by that point
Robbie is a real musician, but damn.
Robbie Rist is not from the Brady Bunch. He's an evil invader. He's not a Brady.
What? Well, he's a real musician, though. Why are you calling him an invader? Come on, let's get back to
Cousin Oliver was not a real Brady.
He was kind of, I mean, legitimately, when the kids got older, they had to bring in a cute kid.
Yeah, right? They do that every time, and every time it kills the show.
Well, I don't think he killed the show, dude. I think it ran its course.
Maybe. But yeah, he is a real musician. He was actually did a lot of the music on Kid Video, which I know Michael knows. And
because Michael loves Kid Video. Just want to share.
Mm-hmm.
He does.
And it slipped my mind again.
Not just me, it's contagious. Sorry about that, buddy.
Danny Cooksey from Different Strokes, another one that kind of ripped, the show kind of went downhill, but he's another brilliant musician. He did Montana Max on Tiny Toons. He was the lead singer for Bad for Good and Arbuckle and another band recently that was really good. He's a terrific vocalist too.
Were those your exact words? Hey, maybe. I don't blame the kids for. I blame them for trying not to mature the story enough to just keep with the characters they have, versus trying to bring in a young child to cuten it up again. So.
Yes, tell that to Ricky Seagull, who is now Dr. Rick Seagull. He is a chiropractor in Los Angeles.
Good to know. Good to know. If my back ever goes out, I'll be
another artist that I've had on Trying to Forget, along with Rodney Allen Rippey, the Brady Bunch, Telly Savalas, all of these weird things. AM 70 Sundays 8 p.m. TKR VideoCentral. Come on by. You'll have fun with it.
Another song you're trying to forget will definitely catch you. many, 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 many times. For sure. Who loves you, baby? Exactly. Telly Savalas. Kojak.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. So that reminds me. TV show themes. Have you done anything with that?
Have I done anything? No, on the show on the AM70s. I will eventually, but I haven't got the
Rockies.
CD's greatest hits sets on CD yet. I wanted to get those because that'll make it a lot easier to do.
Yeah, true. True. Rocky from the Rocky
I do
Horror.
have I've featured some themes that have had hit singles, but other than that, yeah.
So the guy in the gold lame underwear is a antiques dealer. You gotta move on, man. He's a lot older now too. He looked good in those shorts. I'm just saying. Brady Bunch episode was the Kings Island one, but since it's the Kings Island one, yeah, that was okay. With
Yeah, the Partridge Family did one at Kings Island the following year too.
Didn't the Brady Bunch do the one with the tiki, the unlucky tiki statue or something?
Yeah, but that was in Hawaii. That was
that
the
was the
Hawaii
Hawaii
trip.
one. Okay.
Yeah.
Kings Island.
Because Vincent Price was the evil scientist, you know.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. Shows often I watch those shows. God help me. But I still think that Happy Days had the best episode ever, and it became part of the American lexicon, is Jumping the Shark.
Yep.
Best episode ever. Speaking of TV shows. Yeah. So, what do you guys want to talk about? We've already discussed the, fake songs and fake bands or studio bands. Evil voice like Vincent Price did it. No, he did not. Vincent Price, the best evil voice ever.
Kim is like a huge Vincent Price fan. So am I. The
Mhm.
guy and everything he's ever done.
Oh my God, do you all remember those? Yes. Come on. How do you not? Don't even ask us about Star Trek. For God's sakes, please.
And you know what sucks about Vincent Price? He never got a hit single because his narration from Thriller was left off of the 45. It was only on the 12-inch.
I know.
Like, that sucks. It would have been great to have it on there. It's the best part of the song.
Mm-hmm. It was, because I remember playing the 45, I think, for one of those 45 plays, and I'm like, there's no Vincent Price on this. What the hell?
It fades out before you get there.
Yep. Unfortunately. It's not the same, man. But the 12-inch single pressing of it does have it.
The 12-inch has it, and the album has it, of course.
Yep. But the art collection, the man new art. Vincent Price?
Mm-hmm. Art and food. The man was a foodie extraordinaire. I would love to get a copy of those cookbooks of his. They're so expensive when you look at them on eBay. And they're like, oh my gosh, that would be cool. Very cool.
For sure. Patrick says, honestly, I remember the what is it? KI? My fonts are way crazy. Hold on.
KI.
Brady Bunch. More than the VH1 pop-up video episode. I'm not sure I know what that means. Very quickly backs out of the room. It's okay, Katie. You're good. You're good. You're good. So, Kim Takes On. She did, didn't she do was it Star Wars episode?
She did a show about Star Wars last week. Her new show this week will be about characters that, how a change of character is what she's calling it. It's characters adapted from books or whatever into movies or TV that don't really match what you're used to.
Oh yeah, that's a good one too. So guys,
I haven't listened to it yet. I got to edit it tonight.
Check out Kim Takes On TC's channel. Oh, Kings Island. I get you. Oh,
yeah. Okay.
Sorry.
Patrick, you're close enough. Forget Kings Island. Cedar Point is way better.
Ooh. Them's fighting words, baby.
I've never been to Kings Island in all honesty, but I've been to Cedar Point 2 or 3 times.
I don't know
Best
which
amusement park on the planet.
was it Cedar Point or was it Kings Island or something? They had the guy in the mask dancing on the bus. That was the weirdest thing I've ever seen in my life. You remember that commercial?
That was Six Flags.
Six Flags. Thank you. I was like, what is
Dancing to Venga Boys. We got what is it? We got the party.
Yeah,
We like to
that was the
party.
weirdest.
One
That
of
was
those.
the weirdest damn thing. I wouldn't have gone to that park if you'd have paid me. Hell no. It's like kill it with fire. What is he doing? I'm sorry. That just messed me up. I couldn't handle that.
I'm gonna do some self plugging. Dawn, did you check out the new show that I had up last week, the Radio Retro Flashback show?
I have not.
Because I was curious because it's designed to be a short form show with just a few minutes of things. And also last week I had a couple of episodes of Record Report with Robert W. Morgan up, and of course he's a legendary disc jockey. He's done all kinds of national stuff as well as Los Angeles. But I was curious. I haven't gotten any feedback on that yet. I've got people listening, but nobody's left any comments, and I just want to know how it's going over.
I will. There's a reason for that.
Tonight.
So I try to.
You're busy.
No, well, yeah, but on Fridays I'm off. I'm off working, helping those people with their store, shutting down their store. So I put your stuff on while I'm there doing things on the computer. So I got through. I was trying to get them all in. I got through the radio or the 70s show. I got most of the way through the Celestial one, and then I got partway through the disco. And then I was done, right? And then I had to leave. Yeah. So I will get to it. I will get to it.
Yeah, no problem.
It's one of those things I like, but if I'm doing other things, I can't have YouTube playing in the background. So I have to, like when I'm editing and stuff, I have to do other things. But I try to get them in when I can.
Randy, I have
your stuff.
I wanted to do this because I'm not a specifically huge hair metal fan. I like a lot of it, but I'm not a big fan. My wife is a metalhead. She knows it back and forth, and she's helping me curate and do things. And she's got some really obscure stuff from the 80s and early 90s.
Yeah.
And she knows a lot of them. And so I've been pulling all of that and mixing it up with what you know. So hopefully it'll be cool as it goes on for the next every Friday at 9 from now on. So.
That wouldn't bother me, Michael. Dancing on a platform when you go to Cherokee when you gotta dance, so like no one is watching. Exactly. It was the guy dancing on the bus that was weird. It was just a weird guy. He had a weird mask on. He had a weird face. It was just, I could handle that though.
And the short bald guy with the glasses and the suit.
Yeah, exactly. God help us all. God help us all. All right.
We have a Six Flag Park up here, so we got those constantly.
I'm sorry. Well, I'm sorry, man. All right. Plug your stuff.
I have tons of stuff on there every week. It's usually on at 11 a.m., 1 p.m., 4 p.m. or 7 p.m. And the weekend shows are at 9, 11, and 8. There are Friday night hair metal, Fridays at 9, Saturday night disco party, Saturday at 11, and Sunday night AM 70s at 8 p.m. I try to pop in once a month live for a live chat with everybody on the two on the bookend. I don't do it on disco because it's too late for me.
Oh God, yeah. All right, that just freaks me out. The guy was a girl.
I'm not surprised. I really am not.
It's still freaky. It's still freaky.
And you're still doing your shows even though you're packing.
We're still doing Two Hip Chicks Chick Chat. Yes, we are Tuesdays and Thursdays at noon Eastern time. We are still doing bingo, estate sale bingo on Thursdays. The bragging rights go to, I believe, Greg this time. I believe No Money G won the bragging rights this week. Took it from me after 3 or 4 weeks, which is very cool. I'm still dropping the 45 random plays on Sunday.
Rachel, I didn't even know you were out there. You have a good evening too.
Rachel, I didn't see you, baby. Welcome.
I didn't either.
Coming in. Welcome. And then I'm also doing the Sunday record plays, and then I've dropped some of Greg's some of the things he's gifted me from his mixing days, and one came out today. I think it was today it came out. So go check that out. He is a mashup master as far as I'm concerned. And we'll just keep plugging away with what we can while we're doing this. So I appreciate everybody coming in. You need a bingo house in Costa Rica. We're gonna. They don't do estate sales there. I'll try. Also, I'm still trying to talk Mary into doing our house when it's ready to go. So we'll see. And you guys really, it's not going to be that hard to find it if you just want to check it out, by the way. You know our zip code. There you go.
Well, I also know your code, so if I wanted to do so, I could go in and do my own bingo with your sale on my channel using Mary's card code.
Yeah, exactly. Could happen. Could happen. Whoa, exactly. Evil laugh. Wicked evil laugh. All right. With that, I guess it's 8 o'clock, TC, and we have to go do other things and let these people.
Oh, yes, we do.
Don't worry. We will be back in 2 weeks on TC's channel. So if you, hello, Kat.
Hi, Trevor. Or
Widget.
Yeah, no, Widget.
Widget and I will be back with TC in 2 weeks on his channel. Everybody have a great night, and thank you for coming in. We will see you next time. Peace out.
Yep. Bye-bye.
And yep, exactly. I know. You good?
To hip kicks.